My child, I am very concerned for you. You should now prepare for tomorrow. Child, give me your next few minutes without any disturbance, for what I am about to share will give you chills. Child, tomorrow something very unpleasant is about to happen with you and your family. It is regarding the home you are living in, and you have no idea what is happening behind the scenes. Child, I have watched you day after day, walking through the halls of your home with a heart weighed down by invisible burdens. I have seen your attempts to smile, even as the air around you grows colder, even as shadows cling more tightly to the corners where light once lived. You have called out in your thoughts, even when your lips were silent. I heard, I listened. I have waited for the moment when your ears could truly hear me, and your heart would pause long enough to receive me fully. Now listen carefully. There are movements in the spiritual realm subtle to your eyes but clear to mine, powers that have positioned themselves with cunning over your household. These are not coincidences. They are not simple misfortunes. What you will face tomorrow is a culmination of things long permitted, long ignored. But I, the Lord your God, am not caught unaware. I am not late nor absent, nor silent without cause. The foundations of the place you dwell in, do you not feel them trembling at times? Do you not sense the unrest even when all seems still? There is something deep-rooted, something festering in silence. And though you cannot see it with your eyes, your spirit has felt the tension. It has pulled at your sleep. It has hovered over your meals. It has whispered in moments you tried to dismiss. But child, I say now, do not dismiss what I reveal to you in this hour. Tomorrow the veil will begin to lift. There are individuals, some you know, others whose faces you've never seen, who have spoken words against your household, curses not of their own making, but passed down, empowered by the very darkness they do not understand. Your name has been spoken in places of shadows, not by strangers only, but by those who once smiled at your door. You have trusted without discernment. You have opened without praying. You have allowed access to your dwelling through what you thought was harmless, but what was never innocent. Child, your home has become a battleground. What feels like fatigue is more than physical tiredness. What feels like confusion is more than emotional strain. There are layers to your reality that you have not yet discerned, and the enemy has exploited your lack of awareness. He has crept in through cracks in your discipline, through compromise, through bitterness not healed, through doors left spiritually open. And now he seeks to claim territory that does not belong to him. But I say to you, he will not have it. He will not have you. He will not have your family. He will not desecrate what I have consecrated with my name. But you must rise. You must stand. You must not be passive in this hour, for tomorrow comes with shaking. The very walls of your home will bear witness. Do not be afraid if you hear what you have never heard before. Do not tremble if items move without cause. Do not panic if arguments erupt where peace once seemed to linger. These are not random. They are the outward eruption of what has been long stirring in secret. The battle will come into view, but so will my hand. So will my glory. My child, when the shaking begins, do not reach for fleshly solutions. Do not call friends first. Do not panic. Fall on your face and call on me. Anoint your doorposts. Speak my word out loud. Play songs of worship not for comfort, but as weapons. The sound of praise will drive back the forces that have nestled themselves in silence. I warn you not to be passive in prayer anymore. I do not speak to scare you, but to awaken you. I do not reveal this to entertain your fear, but to fortify your spirit. For you are not a victim, you are my chosen. I have placed authority in your tongue. Speak what I speak. Declare my promises in every room. Command every power not sent by me to leave in my name. Yes, there will be resistance. But I am the Lord. They will bow. Do not be deceived, my child. The enemy will attempt to use those closest to you to stir chaos. He will cause one to speak with sudden anger, another to isolate in silence. Do not react in the natural. Respond in the spirit. Speak peace where there is shouting. Speak unity where there is division. Speak life where death tries to linger. Do not let the enemy write the script of your day. I have given you my word. Write with it. Create with it. War with it. Tomorrow will be intense, but it will not break you. It will not be the end. It will be a threshold. And what comes after will depend on how you stand in the middle of it. Your obedience in the heat of the moment will determine the covering that rests upon your home going forward. I tell you this also, there are things in your house that must go. Items you have grown attached to that are spiritually defiled. Objects that carry stories, ties, and energies not of me. Ask me. I will show you. Do not question once I reveal them, remove them. Burn them, if necessary. Throw them away without sentiment. I do not reside where compromise is protected. Clean your house. Make space for my presence, and I will fill it with peace that cannot be shaken. Child, tomorrow is not just a warning, it is a turning point. The shaking will expose not only what is attacking you, but what you have refused to let go of. I am not just delivering you from what hunts you, I am also refining you of what weakens you. If you allow me to, I will reshape everything. There is a door in the spirit that will open at dawn. Whether you walk through it in victory or delay depends on your response. Listen to my voice. Let no fear dictate your choices. I have already gone before you. What seems uncertain is known to me. What looks like loss may become gain if you yield. What feels like an end may birth a new beginning. You have wondered why prayers seem to go unanswered, why peace was fleeting. Now you know there was interference, but it ends now. I am lifting the veil. I am confronting the thief. I am reclaiming what is mine, and child, that includes you. When you wake tomorrow, do not carry yesterday's passivity. Rise early. Seek me first. Walk the rooms of your home and speak my name. Declare my blood over every threshold, every bed, every heart that sleeps within those walls. You will feel the shift. Even before the chaos rises, my presence will descend. And where my presence is, no demon may linger. Do not argue with those who cannot see what you see. This is not the hour for debates. It is the hour for obedience. I will confirm all I've spoken. I will send signs, some small, others loud. Be alert. Be ready. Be ready. Your family will not be lost, though it may feel like they are slipping. I am pulling them back with cords of mercy. But you must intercede. You must fast. You must stop waiting for someone else to carry the burden. I gave it to you because I trust you with it. You are not weak. You are not alone. You are not abandoned. Heaven watches and I walk beside you. Some things will break tomorrow. Let them. Some relationships will shatter. Do not try to glue them back together. What I separate for your protection. What I end for your preservation. Mourn only for a moment, then move. Because I am building something new, something that will be a testimony to many. Your story is not just about you. It is for nations. It is for those who feel forgotten. What I do in your home will ripple across others. You do not yet know the impact, but I do. Child, listen still. Remain in silence and reverence, for my voice is not done speaking. What I revealed to you about tomorrow is not only for your ears, it is a trumpet call to many. For what is coming upon the earth is weighty, and many are still asleep. They laugh at warnings. They mock urgency. They continue in their ways, convinced that comfort is proof of safety. But I tell you, comfort without obedience is a snare. Peace without righteousness is a delusion. Prosperity without my presence is a curse in disguise. There are many who have heard my voice and turned their heads the other way. I whispered first in gentleness. I spoke through signs, through dreams, through circumstances, through people I sent across their path, and yet they hardened their hearts. They delayed repentance. They reasoned away conviction. They called my messengers extreme. They called my spirit emotion. They replaced my fire with routine and called it balance. But the time of warnings without consequences is drawing to a close. I am not mocked. What a man sows, he shall surely reap, and to ignore my word is not without cost. The flood of regret will rise, and many will ask, why didn't I listen? Why did I wait? Why did I assume I had more time? But child, time is not owed. Time is given, and when it runs out, it is not cruel. It is just. Look into my word and see those who ignored what I spoke. Did not Noah warn the people? For 120 years he built that ark on dry land. They mocked him. They laughed. They carried on in marriage and feasting and building and planting. But when the first drop fell, the laughter turned to screams. When the waters rose, the doors were already shut. I had sealed it. No man could open it, though they pounded and begged. It was too late, not because I had not loved them, but because they had not listened. Did I not send Moses to Pharaoh? Did I not say through him, let my people go? I turned water to blood. I sent frogs, flies, and hail. I gave warning after warning, not only to Pharaoh, but to the Egyptians who served other gods. And some did listen. Some feared my word enough to bring their livestock in when I said the hail would fall. But many hardened their hearts. They saw my power but chose pride. And in the end Egypt wept. The cries of mourning filled the night as every firstborn not covered by my instruction died. They had the chance to listen. They had the chance to follow. They refused. Thou recused. And what of Lot's wife? I sent my angels to pull that family from the fire. I gave clear commands, do not look back. But her heart was still tied to what I was destroying. She turned, and in that instant, her disobedience became her end, a pillar of salt forever remembered. not for the escape, but for the regret. You ask, but why would a loving God allow such judgment? I tell you, child, my love is why I warn. My love is why I speak before I act. My love is why I plead, why I knock, why I linger at the doors of hearts that refuse to open. But love does not cancel truth. Love does not prevent consequence. Love provides a way out. Whether or not one walks through it is their choice. Do not be like those who wait to see if my word will come to pass before they obey. That is not faith. That is rebellion wearing a mask of caution. My word is not a suggestion, it is life. It is breath. It is fire and hammer. It is seed and sword. When I speak, the heavens obey, the seas roar, the winds still. And yet man dares to treat my voice as optional. I see those who say, when I see the signs, then I will turn. But signs have been given for generations. And the earth groans. Nations rise and fall. The plagues sweep. Fires rage. And still they wait. Their delay is not wisdom, it is bondage. Their hesitation is not discernment, it is death creeping in. Faith is believing me before you see. Trust is following me when the road makes no sense. Obedience is acting on my word even when results are not immediate. Was not Abraham called before he knew where he was going? Did he not believe me when I said he would be the father of nations, though his body was as good as dead? And I counted it to him as righteousness. I fulfilled every promise, not on his timeline but mine. Was not Joseph given dreams of rulership while he was still a boy? Yet what followed was betrayal, slavery, prison, and still he held to my word. And in time I raised him up, not only for his sake but for the salvation of many. Did not Elijah call fire from heaven? But before the fire there was hiding. There was famine. There was a widow gathering sticks. And yet my word sustained him. My power was made known. And when he stood alone against the prophets of Baal, I answered, not because the crowd believed, but because he did. I ask you now, child, will you follow me when no one else does? Will you move when I say move, even if it costs you comfort, relationships, or reputation? Will you build when others mock, speak when others remain silent, act when others delay? There is a remnant arising, not those who wait for perfect conditions, but those who obey at my whisper. I am not looking for the most talented, the most educated, the most admired. I am looking for the willing, the ones who tremble at my word, the ones who would rather be rejected by men than disobey their God. Child, the time is near when those who refused my word will see what they were warned about unfold before their eyes. They will remember the moments they felt conviction, the words they dismissed, the dreams they ignored, and they will weep. But regret does not undo rebellion. Tears do not undo time. This is why I cry out even now, hear me. Return to me while there is still breath in your lungs. Tell them, child. Warn them. Not from fear, but from love. Sound the alarm in your family, in your city, in your circle. Do not be silenced by those who think you are too intense. Noah was intense. The prophets were intense. My son was intense, turning tables, calling out sin, weeping over Jerusalem, bleeding for those who mocked him. Yes, many will not listen, but some will. And the blood of those who perish without warning will not be on your hands. I do not require results, I require obedience. And to those who say, "But I have waited and nothing has happened. I prayed and nothing changed. I believed and still I suffer," I say this: my timing is not yours. My delays are not denials. My silence is not absence. Even when you see nothing, I am moving. Even when doors remain shut, I am working. Do not grow weary. Do not let your heart grow cold. Every seed planted in obedience will bring forth harvest in due time. Some seeds take longer to grow, but the fruit will be sweeter for the waiting. Makon. Let not your faith be like a reed swaying in the winds of circumstance. Let it be like an oak rooted in what I have spoken, immovable in drought, unshaken in storm. Lord, build your house on my word, not your feelings. Anchor your hope in my truth, not in the ever-changing tide of culture. I am calling my people to rise above lukewarm living, to return to the altar, to pick up the word again, not to skim it, but to live it, to stop chasing prophets and start hearing me directly. I speak, I still speak, but they must be still to hear. Do not despise my correction. It is proof of my love. The Father disciplines the child he delights in. If I did not love you, I would let you drift, but I pull you back. I call you higher. I ask of you what costs something, because I am making you holy. There will be those who mock you. Let them mock. There will be those who walk away. Let them walk. You are not losing, they are. You are not alone, I am with you. And what I have spoken over your life will not fall to the ground. It will be fulfilled. In my time, in my way. Do not measure my faithfulness by how much ease you experience. The cross was not ease. The garden was not ease. The wilderness was not ease. But in all these my glory was revealed. I do not promise ease, I promise victory. I promise presence. I promise purpose. To those who heed my voice now, even when all seems calm, I say, you are wise. You will be like the 5 virgins who kept their oil full, who trimmed their lamps and stayed ready. When the bridegroom came, they entered with him, but the foolish ones came too late. The door was shut. They knocked, but it was not opened. They had the knowledge, but not the urgency. They had the lamps, but not the oil. Do not live as though you have forever. Your days are numbered. Use them well. Store up treasure in heaven. Live for what lasts. Give when I say give. Speak when I say speak. Love even when it hurts. Forgive before they apologize. Bless your enemies. Pray without ceasing. Stay pure in a crooked generation. And above all, remain faithful to me even when others fall away. I am preparing my bride. She will be spotless. She will be radiant. She will be holy. I am shaking the earth, not to destroy her, but to purify her. All that is not of me will fall, but what is rooted in me will remain. You are part of that remnant, child. Do not be afraid to walk alone. I walked alone to the cross. I stood alone before Pilate. I was forsaken so that you would never be. And now I walk with you. Hold my word close. Read it aloud. Let it dwell in you richly. When the night is long and voices rise against you, let my promises be louder. I am not done. I am not finished. What I began in you, I will complete. Trust me. And when you see others ignoring my voice, do not grow bitter. Pray for them. Plead for them. But do not follow them. If they go back to Egypt, you keep walking to Canaan. If they settle, you keep building. If they stop worshiping, you lift your hands higher. The road is narrow, few find it, but it leads to life. Let them who have ears hear what my Spirit is saying. Let them who have hearts bow before me. Let them who have breath praise me now, for the time is short. I have spoken, and my word will not return void. Every prophecy will be fulfilled. Every promise will come to pass. Whether or not you see it yet, believe. For blessed are those who believe without seeing. And when the day comes, and it will, when all eyes shall see me and every knee shall bow, you will not be ashamed. You will not regret. You will hear, "Well done." And that child will make every battle worth it. Stay ready. Stay close. Stay faithful. I am the Lord your God. I do not lie. I do not change. I am coming soon.